At least that's what works for me anyway. That's how I prefer to do it. I want some sideways spikes. Oh, I hate that it doesn't rotate the actual canvas. Ugh. Okay, that worked. I should change the origin of these to be 16 by 16, and I'm gonna have to replace a lot of these now. But that'll make it easier for me to place these without having to change the snapping every time. And also cool, I can create little mini spikes like that. Huh. Neat. Makes that a bit easier. Now I can just do that. Oh crap, I didn't really mean to get rid of this. Was that how it was before? I don't remember. Let's try it. Probably, yeah, in this storm. There'll be more to it than just spikes. But for now, spikes are a pretty fun thing to work with. That's so tight. It's not not a really tiny margin of error. Like, you've got some space. You could, well, I don't know. I think you must like 4 or 5 frames or something. Yeah, just like thinking about it. The difficulty here, if you think about these things, you can work out the exact kind of like a measured difficulty for some of these things. So if we assume that the player knows that they're going to do that sort of approach, where they're going to like hold left to get as far as they can that way, and then jump, because I'm pretty sure that's the only way to do it. You might be able to just like, no, you can do it like that as well, but it's like the same sort of thing really. It's the same difficulty. Then you're falling, and if you press jump too early, you're done. And if you press to jump too late, you hit the spike. So there's a gap of like this space here where you hit jump, and there's like must be something like, if you're moving at like a few pixels a frame, you must have something like a 4 or 5 frame window in which to hit jump at the right time, which will allow you to land on here. Is this a pack by you? Realistic Explosions by Jobo. Do, 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 do. Nice. I wish that, was there an animated, was there a video of this? I'll look at it for you, hang on. Those do actually look really good. Is it as a particle effect or something? How is you... They're really good. Nice. That's pretty cool. I can definitely see myself using that in other things. Can I? Don't think that'll be possible, but let's try it. Oh, totally possible. What am I about? Easy. Easy. Scrubbed here. Oh, hey, hobbies. Thanks, dude. Boo, boo, boo. Oh, I didn't think that would be possible. I'm an idiot. That's so easy. So easy. Boom, 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 boom. Shoutouts to Twitter. Oh, bare retweets today, like, shoutouts to all you guys. So, I like this little loop around we've got going on, and then down into here, I think something going up would be cool. What should I do in the space here? Do I really want to do anything difficult here? After you've come through all of that, maybe I should just let you kind of celebrate and just kind of go, whoa! We will be doing a lot more mechanics and things like that, obviously, but I just, you know, just seeing what I can get out of these spikes, really. I've got spikes in the double jump, there's a lot we can do with that, so I may as well kind of play with just those for a little bit. Never fall into the mistake of adding way too much nonsense into your game that, like, you don't need. I don't know, what do I feel like after I get to the top of that? It is 60 FPS. Of course it's 60 FPS. That's like the first thing you do in GameMaker. You go to room settings, you set your room speed to 60 FPS. You're right, Divitos. I think I will work on that in a moment. Very true, Monolithic. Time it takes like. I like your thinking, Dealzion. He said Delta time. Let me enjoy your 440 goodness. I'm not very good at using things like delta time. I'm only just starting to really understand that. People should know, like, I'm not a programmer, right? I've said this a number of times, like, I've never been a professional programmer in my life. Never will be. Like, I'm a game developer now, and my former profession was game designer. I was a designer of Legends. And, like, I only know what I need to know in order to create what I want to create, you know? And I like programming, I like coding, but it's not my trade. Like, my trade is design, at the end of the day. God damn. Oh wait, where's my... Ah, I'm like, why can't I make this jump anymore? The window's not focused, so I couldn't press space. I was like, why am I making the jump? There we go. Ah, he says. There we go. Right. I like the feeling of that jump past those two spikes, like the second one being a little less difficult than the first one. That's cool. Yeah, I know what you mean, Miston, but like... I mean, like, you know, I'm not a professional programmer or whatever, you know? And so, my stuff is very rarely about teaching you how to be an optimal coder, and more just teaching you how to express yourself by making stuff, you know? I mean, I discovered I like programming, and I discovered I'm okay at doing it sometimes, but only through a desire to just make stuff. Yeah, exactly, monolithic. I think it's fairly forgiving level design, honestly. Like, there's a checkpoint after everything difficult so far. True dat. I'm an artist. I'm even worse of an artist, man. You think I'm a bad programmer, you should see my art. That's why I used Flash to make everything, because I could just doodle like a stupid kid and it somehow looks good. That's the beauty of Flash. Also very true. Yeah, I do, but that style is kind of, it's kind of nicked from a lot of places. Like, a few people notice that my style is kind of robbed. Like, my Flash stuff is very much kind of, like, inspired by, like Dan Paladin and, like Newgroundsy type stuff. And stuff like Castle Crashers and things like that. Inspired by. It's great. Such a great sentence. What was it William Pugh was saying in his, like, comedy game talk? Everybody repeat after me. It was a very formative piece of work, and I took a lot from it. Took a lot of inspiration from it. It was a formative piece of work, and I took a lot of inspiration from it. Basically code for just nick stuff, because you'll get away with it. Everyone stars rolled at this point. Fair point. Have I made the wall jumping yet? No. I'm gonna do what that guy said to do with the camera thing. Because at the moment, as I pointed out, the camera technically never reaches its destination, so we're going to change that. How to do this in a way that's not totally awful. You know, one thing that really helps out is maths. Like, do not underrate maths in helping you program. Not a necessity, but it, like, slingshots how much better you can be at programming. Like, faster. Like, you get better at it so much faster if you can do, like, number stuff, or you know enough, like, math stuff. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, can I learn how to code if I don't know how to do maths? And the answer is yes. But you will learn way better if you know how to do maths. You know, that's the difference. It's not like you can or you can't, it's just you do it better if you're good at maths. Yep, 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 yep. Just to save myself having to actually do that calculation again. Probably less efficient in the long run, and it's more lines of code, but whatever. I've done it now. Doesn't say like 0. Well, just if it's less than 1 actually. Oh wait, no, this is what I should do. It is a mechanical keyboard. It's a thermal take mechanical keyboard that I got mostly just because it's really small. I ended up not using it for ages because it doesn't have a Windows key, which kind of annoyed me. But my old keyboard broke, so because I accidentally spilt milkshake all over it, and so now I'm using this one. But it's kind of cool. It's really small, really compact little keyboard, and also mechanical. Oh, now I've actually got to get to the stupid camera bit. I would just go and move the player, but I actually kind of like doing this, so yeah. Oh, okay, and now I've just broken it. So, there you go. Is it not? Should be. Because eventually it should equal 0. I'll look into that. I think you might be right, actually, in most errors. So how have I broken this? Oh, well that's one thing. Well, it should work either way. I don't mind the slow way it stops, but now it's a bit faster overall. But now it will always stop in the the correct spot in the end now. See how that looks. Few too many magic numbers for my liking in this so far, but whatever. Now you can kind of see that snap at the end. I don't really like that. It's better on one. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I don't mind the little sort of the fact that it carries on for a little while. I think that's actually kind of nice. Ah! Ah! Oh, it's totally... Is it possible to do it the other way? Using the jump buffer? No, because that's the latest you can... Oh, maybe, because the latest you can jump that you can get to there. It's hard to tell because the screen's shaking all the time. Ooh, oh, maybe you can do it. If you can, that's ridiculous. Sorry, I must know. I must know. Like, I was pixels. Ah, it's so close. No, I don't know. I don't think you can do it. If you can, it's like frame perfect. If you keep, it's a good question. That. What you'd expect, really. Always worth trying stuff like that, though. Every time you hit a checkpoint, it deletes the previous one. Like it's. I don't know. I'm not making the game entirely just about making the player angry. It's an interesting thought about more open ones though, but I don't know. Like, at the moment, the game is going to go wherever we feel is fun. And, yeah, it's not really got a specific theme or inspiration going on. If you're a Patreon supporter of mine, like, I'll be having, like, a poll where I'll be like, oh, should we make a world in the jungle, or on space, or something like that, and people can vote for what we should do in that regard. And otherwise we're just doing whatever, you know, whatever comes to mind. Oh, window not in focus again. Phone, what you want? Oh, it's just my gift gaff goodie bag being about to expire. On-level camera shake again. I feel like it should be fine. Yeah, I see. Yeah, there was like... I did wonder what was causing that. I didn't realize it was that thing. Okay, that's easy. There we go. Your bird is gonna fly. Build that wall until it's done. That wall until it's done. Might make it just a little bit less violent than it is as well. You got nowhere to run. As much as I kind of like it being like, ah! I might just turn it back up again later. Like my nose, thank you. It likes you too. Oh, that just feels wussy now though. Nah. Like it doesn't care that you're dying. I'm putting it back to 4, fuck it. Actually, let's go with 3. Yeah, that's a kind of a middle ground. Feels a little bit muted. I don't know, I think maybe I liked before, but we can always change that back. Boom, 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 boom. So here's something I'm gonna do. I like the idea that I could do this and just put the camera up there, and then if I do a ton of wall. Tempted to do a tile-based collision thing, but I don't know if I want to restrict myself to only 32 by 32 or whatever. There's a lot of ways I could work that out. Oops. Oh, it doesn't do what I thought it would. That was because views aren't even set up there. Oh, it still doesn't. Oh, fucking FPS. New rims, man. Bane of life. Okay, so the camera's just not working. Why not? Worked in here. What's the right object, wasn't it? Object camera. Why you no worky? Why you do? Oh, because I turned view 5 on instead of view 0. Of course. There we go. Now it like starts and does like a little thing where it just does kind of that. Which is cool because you could do that like miles to the left and do like a cool little splash screen or something and have it just like fade into the beginning. I have an idea. Based on a really old project of mine that I never finished. Where's the thing end there? Okay. Yeah. Very soon, Mars arrows. Just hold tight. For that sort of thing. Oh, that's an awful looking arrow. I want a good looking arrow. Wait, can I... What's that? Ah! Sick! I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, but it doesn't work like... Oh, it does. Right, just as a test thing for now. Oh, you can't even... Oh, wait. Oh, no you can't. I want to be able to place it without setting it as a tile thing. I didn't know you couldn't do that anymore. You have to do that. Okay. Damn it. No, you're not. I do plan on adding wall jumping, whereas I never planned on adding the whole bears disappearing when they die. How to do perfect light? I don't know what you mean, man. Whoa. My monitor cable just fell out or something. Both my screens just went black and then only my left monitor came back. So. That was not expected. Always tighten your cables, kids. Oh, now this is all the way over here. Come on, back over there. There we go. Oh no, I've got my Twitch dashboard in the wrong place. Good looking light that has shadows. Look into stuff like Glare Engine and like the things in the marketplace. There's like good marketplace assets that will help you out with that sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, I didn't write that myself. I didn't write the lighting myself. I mean, I hacked it apart until it worked. So I guess I did a lot of. I mean, I did a lot of work to get it to work. But that was a lighting engine written by a guy called Vast. CBNA lighting engine, I think it was called. Which was hard as well because all the documentation was in French. Oh, it's food o'clock. I need to actually go to the shops, grab something to eat. So I'm going to finish quickly doing the layout for this thing I'm going to do, and then leave you all to guess what it's actually going to be while I go to the shops and grab some nom-noms, because I'm a bit low on nom-noms. It's only around the corner, I won't be very long. Be like 10-20 minutes or something. Gonna help you, son, don't be sorry for what you've done. And God's gonna hurt you, son, when you play with a loaded gun. When you play with a loaded gun. Ain't gonna catch you when you fall. You'll be bleeding while you're bleeding. Your son, about what you've done. Be sorry for what you've done. Sorry for what you've done. Ah. I should make a thing where, like, variable jump height thing, probably. I'm gonna do some thinking about that, probably on my way to the shops. Anyway. Probably I'm going to make the player 32 high, actually, just so that I can fit him into that space better. Alright. I don't think that's possible at all, though. Well, yeah, it's definitely not. Oh, I don't know. Actually, you might be able to just go up from the side there. How high can you jump, actually? Never really tested that. Normal jump is about 3 blocks. Like, just enough to clear 3 blocks height. Okay. Oh, you can! Okay, I might leave it like this then. Yeah, because it's like 3 blocks up, so you gotta like perfectly like scoot over the top of that spike. Or double jump over it. Yeah. Oh man. Right, fuck it, I'm gonna go get food. Thank you all for watching so far. The stream's not going anywhere. I'm just gonna go around the shops for about 20 minutes, probably buy some food, and then I'm gonna eat that food when I come back. So I might just eat it here, and so I can ramble more about games and stuff when I get back. But until then, I will BRB, as it were. Okay, I'm gonna go grab food. And should I put something else? Should I put like some sort of text explanation? Probably should. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. I'll be right back, guys. Thank you everybody who's here for being here, and I hope to see you all when I get back. Love you guys. Yo. I'm glad you all appreciate the PRB screen as much as I do. The dog was probably from your place. There are no dogs around here. Oh, I had detention, you freak. Answer you what? What was your question? Oh god, I leave for 5 minutes and you all go fucking insane. I'm still eating, by the way. Anyway, while I'm eating, I'm gonna casually try and do this jump. Ah! I even had it. That's ridiculous. Apparently I'm better at that jump one-handed. Oh my god, you see that? The best. I should set another alarm for the next food o'clock, which will be a lot later. About 8 o'clock or something. You missed me so hard. It's good to hear. Well, sad a bit, I don't know. It's insert emotion here. So what I'm gonna kind of do here is like a difficulty select that's like sort of a bit like how Doom, was it Doom or was it Quake? I think it was Quake. Did like a little chamber where you picked your difficulty, and when you picked like hard you had to do a few little latent jumps or whatever to get to hard. I'm doing sort of that but taken a bit further. And the idea being like, in order to, you have to sort of qualify for a difficulty. Every bullet does have a vampire just missed you. It's one way to look at the world. I'm good at eating food, guys. That said, I don't really know what difficulty is going to mean, whether I change level layouts or I give you different levels or what. I just sort of came up with the idea and just wanted to do it. I'm eating a delicious Nutella sandwich. Shout out to Nutella. I bought a massive thing of Nutella. It's one of the biggest jars I've ever seen of this stuff. They're full of ideas. Oh, that was delicious. Remove this. Apologies for the noise this might make. Just quite close to the mic. That might have been painful. Apologies. I'm not sure there is a single most important aspect to Penta streams. Thanks, Ben and Samrock. Ben and Samrock even. No, I'm sorry. There's a rule that I'm not allowed to have babies, because if I do, then there's like more of me in the universe, and I don't think the universe can handle that. Dunno, Doghouse, maybe. What should the game story be? That was good. Those were good sandwiches, but I feel like I may have eaten them slightly too quickly. How did I get into making games? It's a long story. I suppose the long and short of it is I played games and then realised that games had to come from somewhere, and like I had my own ideas for things I wanted to exist, so I started making them. Started with a program called Click and Play, mostly. Actually, technically it started before that. It started off with me making a stupid playground games and things with kids in primary school, and coming up with like board games. Like I made my own version of D&D that was awful when I was like, I don't know, 8 years old or something. Can't remember what it was even called now, but I made like a little box for it and like little pieces and stuff. So yeah. I mean, it is nowadays, but I'm not sure games is a thing. Like, I think games specifically are shaped by, like my interest in games specifically is sort of shaped by my upbringing of, like, just playing a ton of games and things like that. But I think really what I just like is, making entertaining stuff. That's probably why I got into doing videos and stuff as well, and streams and things like that. I like to just make things and put things in front of people that people enjoy. For the longest time I wanted to be an animator and not a game designer. Like I used to make like Newgrounds cartoons and things, which is why I can use Flash to some degree. See, I can't do it anymore now. I'm using both hands and actually trying. Shout out to FF7. In GameMaker... Wait. Avalon Gamer, I'm not sure perfect is the right word, but just practice. In my opinion, should GameMaker be recognised as actually making games from scratch? I see what you mean, because it's like middleware, but yes, I guess, really. I don't know. It depends on what you value, you know. If you really attach a lot of value to writing your own engine from the ground, then good for you. But I don't really care about this sort of thing. Goodness, Shoot Speeds is very entertaining. Thank you. Hey there, how do you compose music and sound for free? That's a good question. I don't really know much about like free software for music and stuff like that. I'm sure there is stuff though. Will we be doing any art this stream, or is it too early? Probably next stream. Probably like next Monday. I'll probably be spending most of the day doing art and stuff. Any good game engines for starting up that are related to Pascal? I wouldn't know. I want to try a game, not now. Drag and drop is kind of a pain in the ass, frankly. Yeah, I think it just makes things harder. Is sound called sound because it's been between the... I don't even know why I found that so funny, Radar CS, but I did. Am I doing a fan game of I Want to Be the Guy? Sort of. How did you lay down multiple objects in a line? Because when I click, I'm guessing you meant it only adds one object down the room. Yeah, just hold down Shift and Control and just drag everywhere. Can cause weird problems though, sometimes causes crashes. If you're going to do it, I recommend taking delete underlying while you're doing it as well, so you can't place them over the top of themselves. Secret behind drawing such nice things. I don't know. Be a scumbag fluke. Really like your art style, I can't wait. Cool. Hope it'll be fun. It's going to be interesting. Like, I don't know if Flash is well suited for this sort of game. Like, a lot of people do this sort of game would be like in pixel art or very like sharp defined lines, which is not really what Flash does. The reason for that is so that everything is very crisp, clear, and like you can see the pixels, you know, so you can see the pixel perfect like collisions and things like that. Don't know that Flash is honestly going to be the best choice, because it abstracts things a little bit more, you know what I mean? I'm having so much fun, honestly, just placing spikes around. Like, I love this kind of design. No idea where that came from, right, RCS, but it's funny. Like, one of the reasons I'm doing this sort of game is because, like, I feel like there's a lot of potential to include lots of different mechanics and different things that will be interesting to you guys from, like, a coding point of view and from getting to look at the source code point of view. So, like, that's the main sort of thing influencing my design decisions at the moment, really. Not like I don't have some inspiration to make, like, an I Want to Be the Guy clone. Although, to be fair, that is the sort of game I've kind of wanted to make forever, and just never really done, for some reason. So, you know, 2 birds, 1 stone and all that. Hey. 10 pounds. If that's what I think you were trying to do. You actually can toy line assembly. There's stuff for dealing with vector stuff now. And yeah, Lindsay, what Pandagism said. You can export Swifts directly into GameMaker now, but generally I would just export a PNG sequence because I find that stuff easy to work with. Often Flash, not always, but often Avalon Gamer. How am I this wonderful day? I am wonderful on this wonderful day. How are you? I hope you're equally as wonderful. There we go, right. That's everything RodoCS is saying is totally random, but I'm loving all of it. Source Filmmaker is godlike as a piece of software. I'm a big fan. I'm not making the second level, actually. I'm making difficulty selection level. The difficulty select screen is what I'm making. Is that even remotely possible? Well, we'll find out soon. I've got an interesting plan for up there. I feel like I'm gonna make the player a bit shorter. Just this thing down to like 32 or something like that. Something like this. And whether or not that'll be his actual final hitbox, I don't know. I need to be careful with stuff like that, otherwise like I have to redo all sorts of stuff. So I may as well change it a lot now while I can. That was never really intended, Eric, 2K6. I mean, I guess a little, but... Oh, yeah, that was just a checkpoint thing. Oh jeez. Oh yeah, the dying ones use that spray. I should make things a little easier actually, being a bit smaller. I still have a little smoke effect when I double jump, just noticed. I don't know if this sort of genre works well with like Flash type graphics, but we'll probably find out, because that's probably what I'm going to try. Oh yeah, well the moment you can... Well actually that doesn't help. Because that doesn't help, I should probably remove that and just put a spike in. The important things like that, like clarifying level design, is something a lot of people miss. I've seen a lot of people who just scatter things a bit randomly, like I've been to schools and things where people are doing game design and things, and like people will have a platformer and they'll have a section like, I don't know, they'll have a little pit like this, and they'll put like spikes like that, and I'm like, well, first of all, this allows you to fall into these spaces, like totally okay. And like, if you want to punish the player for falling in the pit and make it clear to the player that the pit is somewhere that they should never be, you really want to do that, not just for the sake of making it harder, but for the sake of making it clear to the player what you want of them, you know? He's saying, don't go in this pit. Whereas if you leave gaps, the player is assuming that they want to go there, and you know, like, this is a spot they can stand. So you don't want to mislead your player like that, in that specific way. Like, I want to be the guy who's actually very good at that. Even though the game is built around misdirection, it's not misdirecting in a way that's like negative to the experience. I actually already am doing Eric 2K6. So you might now wonder, having said all of that, why have I left there 2 ways to go here? And that's because I'm going to do an I want to be the guy type thing, where I'm just an asshole if the player goes up this way. Just trying to think how the best way to do that would be, actually. Like, basically add a thing you hit here, and when you hit that, a bunch of spikes nearby get triggered to do a specific thing. That is the thing. I wonder if the guy's also smart about that, because like you never see fake spikes just randomly about the place. Like if there are fake spikes, usually what happens is you're presented with a room that's just will look something like this. Oops. Like, it'll look something like that, and it'll be implied to the player that it's impossible, but the player obviously knows it's not impossible, and like, this spike or something will be fake. That's how they do it. Like, they won't just like throw in random spikes being fake or whatever, which I mean, is something you could do if you wanted to do secrets or whatever, but making that as part of like your main linear path is a bit unfair. See, I want to be the guy is never really unfair. Not once you learn how it works, you know? Once you know to be cautious of like certain spaces, you lean around every corner, you know, and then it's not really about trial and error like a lot of people say it is. It's about understanding the like mindset of the person making the game, and that the game is trying to mislead you and misdirect you. But it's very fair about how it's very honest about its dishonesty, you know. It's it doesn't do things that are actually unfair. Very, very rarely. I could talk forever about the design of like I want to be the guy and stuff like that, and how it's actually like really, really smart. I'm gonna do it this way. just gonna do some parenting trickery. At the moment, largely, yeah, I at Gamer. Like, I mean, I'm not just throwing them around, you know, I'm putting them in places that to create situations that I think will be interesting, and then usually when I test it out, I find something else that's more interesting, and I do that instead, and so on. It's not a bad idea either, radar CS. Yeah, so if I establish a bunch of base things, then I can play around those values in new objects that are children of it. I think that works. I'm basically at the moment trying to work out how to create spikes that, like, when you touch a certain area of the screen will move and like draw out and kill you or whatever. And the best way to do it in a way that's modular and allows you to sort of like do it throughout the game in different ways. Oh, it doesn't fit. I'll call it trig. In theory, what I should really do there is should do that. Oh, no. Like that. And make that invisible. And those are hidden behind this thing, which apparently I can just get to from that, which is weird, but whatever. I don't know why, it's like it always seems to click on the thing with the lowest, the highest depth even, when you click on things in the level editor, it's weird. How long have I been live? Since 11, so a bunch of hours. 5 hours ish. Glad to hear it. Wow, 87 viewers. That's pretty cool. I'm glad there has been a turnout. Yeah, Xscale can go under 0, and you can use that to like flip your sprite around. It can be quite useful. So, right, okay, so when you touch this, something should happen. You just do that actually. And kill the trigger when we're done. How do I compare these two variables? This is the problem. Well, no, I mean, I know how to set the thing. I'm just trying to think about, because I want to set it up so that I can have different triggers throughout the room, and different spike triggers, and each one is linked to different ones. Because at the moment here I could just be like, oh, with par kill triggered active equal 1, it would turn them all on, but I only want to turn on the ones that match this one. I could do a for loop, but oh, I could use a global, but that seems lazy. I could do something like this. Okay. Ooh, you're raising the smoke smoke. That might be a good point, because it's a fucking collision event, isn't it? Oh, no, no. Other is telling the player. Oh, wait, you can do other with inside a with, can you? I never knew that. I fucking never knew that. That's fucking sick. Alright, fuck that then. I did not know you could use other with it. A with statement. That's fucking cool. This is what I mean when I say I'm not a very good programmer. So that should work. That's ridiculous. That's cool. Oh man! There's so many things I've coded badly that I could have done better knowing that in so many things. I did, I'm sorry Eric, 2K6. I may accidentally swear. I try not to. I make a point of never swearing in my YouTube videos. I try and make a point. I think there's a few hidden in there. But yeah, with streams I can't promise anything. I'm too much of a scumbag. Which I apologise for. I can't promise to be on my best behaviour when streaming. Well, just don't tell anyone, Eric. God. Do as I say, not as I do. Am I just swearing in front of a pile of kids? Is that what's going on? Damn, I didn't know that would work though. So, I did not know this would work. That's really cool. So with power controller, trigger. Oh, it's just making me mad. Every time I read it, I'm just like, that thing in that other game I did. Ah, but that's gonna make a lot of things easier for me from now on. Glad I knew that. This, by the way, beef jerky. Delicious, way too expensive. This cost, like, this bag is £2.50. It's just offensive. But it's too delicious to not buy, at least now and again. I love beef jerky. It's weird. It's not a massive fan of beef, but beef jerky, it's too real. Yeah. No, I'm stumped because I'm not actually finished writing it. I keep being really slow and stopping. This is going to make one entertaining YouTube video, just me eating food, talking nonsense, and then every now and again writing a single line of code. Remind me why people wanted this on YouTube again? Okay. So based on those rememberables, Stop. Code. I think this should work. My brain's going in circles with this. Just kind of want to move it at a linear speed. It doesn't need any easing or anything like that. Oh. Bye. Oh. What's it called again? Oxygen absorber. I'm sure with the power of these variables I can make this work, but my brain is just not allowing it right now. So I need to track it. Oh, there's a variable that already does that, isn't there? Yeah, X start, yeah. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. X0 minus X0, X of 100 minus 110 would be minus 10. Why is Chrome flashing at me? I never opened Chrome. What were you doing? This crazy Chrome. Right now, Geeklander, I'm staring into space trying to figure something out. X star is your X coordinate when the object was made. It's like your initial X position. 10 minus 100, 300 minus 10. Where is 110? So abs, that is the difference always, right? Greater than or equal to distance. And just snap it to the position it should be in the end. I'm probably doing this in a way that's more complicated than it needs to be, but I think this should work. The benefit of this is it allows me to like change around where it goes. I'll try and comment it or something later so that it makes more sense. Yeah, my cat's better at GameMaker than I am now. Just gotta get up there first. Yeah, I could move it down here to test it faster, but it's a good excuse for me to run through this again. Always have to remember whether or not it's actually any fun. No. There we go. There we go. Doesn't stay that way though. And now they're gone. Why are they gone afterwards? Ah, right, okay. To 20. No, because it would take a long time to fade out, so it would just be shaking for ages. There we go. What's my first job? I guess Reflections. Like, I had some work experience in a bookstore when I was in school, but like, that was a work experience thing. It's not like the same thing, I guess. My first job, like, thing I was employed to do was working at Ubisoft Reflections as a game designer. Oh, I'd never worked a day in my life. I like that as a little trap. Okay. No. 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 There we go. That's probably challenge enough for getting up there. Or is it? I could beat my own game, I just did. I won't do that. I haven't even tried going the other way, actually. Why a Berlin gamer? No, I'm not saying it's a bad idea, but just wonder why you would think to do that. It's most unfortunate deals, you know. I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, fuck's sake. I keep forgetting to touch that thing at the beginning. I might do the super hexagon joke of having the difficulties be hard, harder, and hardest, and hardestest.